Okay. I want to clarify some of the important points. Why I do my S4. A lot of people argue with me, say S4 is ugly, uh, doesn't look good. It's not the mainstream one. We should learn that. I totally agree that S4 is not for everybody. S4 is only for those struggling golfer, struggling like me. I'm not athletic. I'm slow. I'm handicapped. I have nothing I can do right to hit the sweet spot with the mainstream technique. So I have to develop these things. As you go back to my video, the first one, maybe 5 years ago, I spent like 4 or 5 years. Couldn't even hit the sweet spot consistently. I do have some time to hit 84, 85, 87, but it's just once a while. I can't repeat that. So I have to figure out a way to make it work. The break point is like about 2 3 weeks ago. Since I come back from China, I was in China in March, April. I came back from April 12th. When I was in China, my score is 101 to 109. I never break 90. So I'm so struggling. But all of a sudden, I found a breaking point to change my entire game is to change my practice purpose to do the right things instead to just create the way to hit sweet spot. My purpose is to hit sweet spot. If I have to do this to hit sweet spot, I do it like this. If I do this, cannot hit sweet spot, I lower my swing. So everything I do, the only purpose is to hit the sweet spot. Then now, things change. Right now, I'm like 95, 94 in a much tougher court than in China. So I still believe I can go under 85 if I can make it a little bit more accurate. So the point is, I want to say is like, if you're a professional, you're really good, you're solid, you just start golf, you don't try SFA. SFA is not for everybody. SFA only for a small amount of those struggling golfers. If you're struggling, you believe you can do better, don't even try SFA. But if you're struggling for a long time, sorry, I haven't running lows in the cold weather. Uh, So SFA could be a good option. If you change your mindset to just hit the sweet spot, things can be changed right away. Think about this. If you cannot hit the sweet spot, how can you hit long? If you cannot hit the spot, how can you hit it accurately, right? Sweet spot is the first step. So I already say that. I want to repeat that. SFA has a unique posture, unique upswing, but those things you can do it slowly and you can do it perfectly. The two major things. The number one major thing is shift your weight. You already watched my video to create 100% solid contact. And the other thing is a rhythm. Why rhythm? Kind of as a feeling. You can create. You need to create rhythm. So the hardest part for me is not shift weight because I can shift weight like this, right? I get this up and step down, then I create I shift my weight. But when talking about create rhythm, first of all, the rhythm we're not used to it. We have no idea what this rhythm coming from. So I create a rhythm. If you come here, you need to practice. As long as you can get the rhythm, you don't go to the range. You need to get used to the rhythm I create, then you execute it. A rhythm is you can execute it. It's executable. It's really easy to talk. And once you get the rhythm, you go to the range because our technique is same for all the club. So you will immediately make solid contact. Shift weight relatively is easier than create and use the rhythm. So now I'm going to practice the rhythm. The shorter one is harder. So the rhythm, I will explain a little bit, it's kind of like going down up here, hold it, and get it down. The rhythm is kind of like singing a song. A lot of people cannot sing a song because they don't have the right rhythm. So the first one, if you want to sing a song, you need to get the rhythm correct. So I'm going to show you just 6 ball, good or bad. I believe I can do it really good every time. See, once I get a rhythm, this is not problem. All right, so I get that. I want to get halfway. The shorter one is harder. Landing halfway. Shorter one is harder. Rhythm. See? Once I create rhythm, I have no problem. A lot of people have problem to do that. And then now I'm going to hit that ball, land that ball. Okay. When I practice, I always change the distance. Make it as a real game. I probably cannot do that, but I intentionally to change target every time instead of just hit the same target. And then you believe. Later on, you make a lot of adjustment. You believe you can do it. Okay, that one. See, exactly over there. And let me do it. There's a key over there. I do it halfway between the first and second one. Now, this one, I didn't create the right rhythm. Okay, so when I say 100% hit the right, hit sweet spot, it means you do the 100% correct, and then you produce 100% sweet spot content. Even though you see that I didn't make it 100%, but I still didn't make that much wrong. If you have this basic technique, even though you miss, if you don't produce 100%, you still can, your result is about 80 to 90%. That's why S5 is so easy. Now, let me create a good rhythm. Okay. A strong, I can make mistake because we're not professional. We don't have that much time to practice. But the problem for most people is they do it right. They have no idea why they do it right, and they do it wrong. They have no idea why they do it wrong. But with S5, you know exactly which part you have done right, and you have done wrong. Like the last one, I didn't hit 100%. I know it's my rhythm. It's a little bit off, just like I sing a song, I off rhythm. So now let me do a longer one to the before the blue flag. Okay, that is hard. That's about 20 yards. So close. Okay, all right. So I hope you enjoy my video. It's totally different things. S5 is different. You see my short game, same as my long game. And the good part is this is really easy. You only have two major techniques you need to learn. Shift your weight, which is easier. Then practice the rhythm I create and tell you to do, which is executable. My name is Frank. Thank you for watching. See you next time.